Okay, this might just be audio only. I am quite a mess and distraught at the moment. Borderline personality disorder. I guess we should start it proper. Well, I've always said that it's bad for the channel if nothing's going wrong. I've been trying to stay positive and upbeat for a while now. And it's been working for the most part. I was even close to almost saying the dreaded words that, I may actually be happy. I was close to saying that. Never made it, though, which is a good thing for me, because I'm pretty sure I would die instantaneously afterwards. I don't think I can accept a reality where I'd be happy. And the world's always got to balance out. If you've gone through a period of time where nothing's going wrong, you've got to know that it's coming. That's what I don't like about periods of time where things are going relatively good. Because whenever things are going good, I know that it's going to get real bad at some point. And it's going to be way worse than the bad that I was already in. Well, that's where we are now. I got hit with the bad. I'm still trying to stay positive, though, even though there's two ways you can go about looking at it. You can get all negative and let life get you down, or you can just say, laugh at it. And that's what I'm trying to do, because it's so ridiculous that all I can really do is laugh at it. Well, I could do other things. I could grab a shotgun and just start unloading on innocent civilians, but too many people are doing that nowadays that I just don't think that it's original anymore. So I'll try to keep this short and sweet because it's not something I really want to talk about. But I got to get it out there. Also, this is so unbelievably just a chain of bad events that it makes one step back and be like, really ponder existence in the universe and why we're even bothered to be here at all. Well, Sir Lix's butt is no more. And sadly, the cat has passed away. And everybody knows that I bitched about the cat. And I'm not going to not bitch about the cat now that the cat's dead. Because that wouldn't be honest. But what I can tell you is that I wanted the cat dead. I did, for sure. I prayed for the cat to die at times because the cat was so annoying and would just lick its butt all the time. And smelled bad and was like disease ridden and just was just a nasty like hobo cat. And no matter what you did, you could never get that cat to be clean or like, I don't know, it was just permanently just a messed up cat. And it was such an asshole. The cat was purposely an asshole. That being said, me and the cat also have a lot of things in common. We both have been abandoned by everybody. Everybody thinks we're like, everybody thinks I'm an asshole and hates me, just like I hate the cat and think the cat's an asshole. Nobody will mourn us when we're gone. Just these little things that me and the cat had in common. Our attitudes were about the same. And we were together for like 12 years. So, that's a long time to have like your only companion be a cat. That's probably the problem right there, is that for 12 years my only companion was a cat. And we'll put that aside, though. Like, a cat dying, yeah, it's going to be sad, and people get upset about that. But I'm going to try to make it like I have even more reason to be upset than the normal person, because that doesn't work, but let's do it anyway, because my emotions have to be way stronger than anybody else's, right? Well, they are, because they're my emotions. Of everyone that's died, like, these last 2 years have been filled with death. I had two of my best friends die, and now the cat, which was my best friend actually, is dead. Man, being my friend doesn't work out. But Scott and Ben, when they passed, it affected me a little bit, but overall, it just really didn't faze me that much. And I don't know why. It's not that I didn't care for them. I did care for them, but I also knew that they were probably, better off. It was their time to go. And this cat is definitely way better off. I can guarantee you the cat's better off being dead. See, the problem is that I didn't have the emotional attachment with Ben and Scott. I mean, I did have an emotional attachment to him, but it wasn't like with this cat. This cat was like the only thing I had in the whole world, and I didn't even realize that this cat was like the only thing I had until it died. Now, does that make me like the cat anymore? No. It's horrible that the only thing I had was a creature that I couldn't despise that I wished was dead. But that's the way it was, and after 12 years of having the cat around, now that he's not here and not annoying me, I'm so happy to not be so annoyed by that stupid cat. But there's still a part of me that's not... It's not the part of me that thinks logically. There's like subconscious part that, feels the loneliness of the cat being gone and misses the cat, even though the cat was a complete asshole. Kind of misses the fact that the cat was an asshole. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that the cat dying got to me worse than the human beings that have died. And there's many reasons why, because most humans are just dicks anyway. Like, the cat was an asshole, but at least it was, I don't know. It wasn't being I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like, cats just do what they're gonna do. Or, like, people will be assholes, but there's always some stupid motive behind it. Like, you didn't get them, you cut in front of them one day and took the last chocolate milk, so now for the rest of their life they're gonna be your friend, but, like, secretly backstab you all the time because you took that milk. It's like, what the hell? Where a cat's just an asshole because it's just an asshole. Also, I didn't have to actually be there and witness my friends dying, where I had to be there with Kitty dying, knowing there's nothing I could do except watch and just kind of just pet him and hope that he like, I don't know. I don't really want to. He didn't die quickly. It was about 2 hours of his eyes rolling back in the back of his head, tongue sticking out, making these god-awful noises, flopping around. And I know I should have, like, put him out of his misery. I had a hammer. I could have just bashed him in the head with the hammer, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I don't know if it's because I cared or I was just too worried that I wasn't going to do it proper. And it's like my friend of 12 years in front of me. It's like, if I hit him with the hammer, it's going to be like, I couldn't do it. I tried. I couldn't bring myself to do it, and that's my own selfishness. I feel bad that I didn't. Now I can understand how it's like some people leave like loved ones like alive on like life support and stuff, even though they should let them go, because it's really hard when the moment comes to do it, especially if you got to do it with a hammer. It makes it even harder. All I could think of is this cat's dying and going through hell already. I'm going to hit it with a hammer, and I'm not going to end up killing it. I'm just going to hit it with a hammer and make things worse, and that would have been too much. You got to remember, I live alone. It's just me and the cat that have lived together. So it's like I don't have anybody that can help me out in these situations. That's the thing about being alone and single, is you've got to take care of every damn thing yourself. There's never any backup. There's never anybody to help you out, bounce ideas, nothing. Just any support whatsoever. You just don't have it. And so it was the hardest thing, but I stayed by Kitty's side while he went through all that for about 2 hours, and finally he was gone. And I was so relieved when he finally was dead, because then I didn't have to watch him suffer no more. It's the hardest thing I've ever gone through, is like knowing that I should do something but being able to because of something. I don't even know what it is. And so now I'm truly alone. No friends left. Everything's abandoned me. But I knew eventually I was going to get to this point where it's just going to be me. Now I can get to the really fucked up part of this story. So after Kitty died, like almost immediately after, I had to go to work. And so my best friend, like 12 years, is gone. Just laying on, just laying on the floor because I gotta go to work. I just leave him there on the floor. Go to work. I don't tell anybody what's going on because they don't need to know anything. And I do a pretty good job of making it through the day and keeping my composure. Now I'm training this chick to do my job because for some reason they want me to train her to do my job, which seems very suspicious, I think. But whatever, it is what it is. So she knows how to finish the day and everything. And after I'd gotten done with the actual work, I didn't want to sit around for the last half hour of paperwork. And also, she's supposed to be able to do it on her own now anyway. So I told her that I was going to take off just to finish up the day, just finish up that I had to go. And I didn't really explain, or I didn't feel I needed to. Just, I got to go, you finish up. I also didn't call my boss to tell her because, I mean, there's only a half hour worth of paperwork. What's the worst that could happen, right? Also, this was like my Friday, which is, I mean, it's Wednesday, but it's like a Friday because I don't have any more work for the rest of the week. My idea was get out of there, let her finish up the paperwork. I can go home and take care of the dead cat. And then it's Wednesday, so that's going to give me till Monday where I can just be in mourning and just take time for myself. So that's what I did. I came home, I took care of the cat, I ignored my phone. I didn't even have my work stuff. Like, my work gives me a tablet. I didn't have the tablet because I left it with this other chick to finish out the day because she's in training. And I take my time to just do my morning thing. I don't answer phone calls. I don't check text messages. I don't do any of that. Well, today, oh, also Monday I didn't work actually because they were doing an inventory thing, so we didn't work Monday. So the cat died Wednesday. Now it's Tuesday today. I go into work. And my coworker's like, "What are you doing here?" All like questioning. Like, I work here and stuff. Well, she didn't finish off the day like she was supposed to, like I told her to. She dropped the ball on that. And I don't know. Basically, she's like, "Oh well, Paris said you're getting fired, or that she's gonna fire you because I left early that day. I left half an hour early and didn't do the paperwork. Apparently, the coworker didn't bother to do the paperwork either." I'm like, "Well, that's awesome." So my cat dies Wednesday. I make it to work. I do all. I mean, I just don't do the paperwork. And so you're gonna fire me for that? Yeah, SAS is a great company to work for. I just thought that was the icing on the cake, right? So now my best friend, my only companion's gone, and I'm gonna be homeless and I have no job. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on.
Listen, have you seen... I'm looking for my friend, Gavin.
I don't know any Gavins, I'm afraid.
English bloke. Lovely fella. He went missing and, now I'm all alone.
Good luck.
That's too bad.